to the hills of Antrim, it's raining. Inside a lounge bar with the fire all aglow. The talk had all been talked in the evening took the floor. The comfort, the warming, all sway before the leaving. When all's been said and all's been done, picture this, if you will, not a sound, all is still. You can't imagine silence till all is standing still. Now the rain, how it pours on the roof and the windows, and the glow of the drinking surrounds these four walls. Early in the evening, well, it's all talk and it's debate. Each one trying so hard to be heard above the other. And now the talk has all been talked in the evening takes the floor. The comfort, the warming, hold sway before the leaving. When all's been said and all's been done, picture this, if you will, not a sound, all is still. You can't imagine silence till all is standing still. Now the rain, how it pours on the roof and the windows, and the glow of the drinking surrounds these four walls. Picture this, if you will, not a sound, all is still. You can't imagine silence till all is standing still. Now the rain, how it pours on the roof and the windows, and the glow of the drinking surrounds these four walls. And the glow of the drinking surrounds these four walls. Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to our third podcast. Yeah, we have rehearsed.
Yeah. Well, we rehearsed the song, but we didn't rehearse the words, did we? The English language fails us occasionally. Lovely to talk to everybody again. And that's Picture This that we started with, live in the studio.
Yeah, the studio being the third studio that I've been in since the new year, because he decided to have Paul decided to have a reorganisation, which looked very pretty, but it was useless.
Bit like me, that, yeah.
Yeah, because you had to keep stepping over wires in order to get near things. However, we're now back to something completely different from the original studio, and I think so far it's going to prove to be successful.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, I've put something on there that I'll just take off. I'm not talking about my clothes.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. That's better. We had a little bit of reverberation there, which I can hear, because also we had a bit of a difficulty last week with headphones. Mine kept falling off. Vincent's very cleverly had one head on one of his phones and one phone's on his other. It's
probably worth a photograph, really. We look like something from the Eagle in the 1950s.
Eagle?
Well, you know, the aliens in the Eagle. Anyway,
oh, the Treens. Dan Dare and the Treens.
What a memory. I don't remember that. But
Dan Dare. Well, I used to read my sister, the equivalent, the girl.
The Jackie.
No, girl.
Girl.
That was Susan of St. Bride's was on the back cover, whereas in Dan Dare, in the Eagle, you had Dan Dare.
Dan Dare.
Yeah. Dan Dare. Dan Dare. Dan Dare.
Where's Dan? He's over there. Kind of
What's he doing there?
Yeah, Dan's there.
Sorry. Evening, Dan. Yeah.
Never mind.
No.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah. Happy New Year. I hope you had a nice Christmas. I mean, we had, probably yours was the same as ours. I don't know. Maybe I'm preempting things. Quiet. But
are you talking to me?
I'm talking to our audience.
Oh, the audience.
I mean, yes, the audience, yes. Hello, audience.
Hello.
I hope you're sitting comfortably with yourself.
Yes, and if your name's Charlie Werner, put that toothbrush down.
Why was Charlie's toothbrush?
Charlie likes to listen to our podcast while he's shaving and toothbrush.
Well, thank you for that picture.
Yeah.
It will remember me for the rest of the day.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah. Well.
So we sang live in the studio to begin with because that's a lovely song. Picture This, which comes from the 1970s, isn't it?
Aye, yeah. Yeah, I just took a trip over to Northern Ireland to see a pal of ours from, Charlie may remember him, Ali McManus.
Anyway, I remember him as well.
You remember him? He was a friend. I'm surprised you remember him, but anyway, so it was a nice trip, lovely trip, memorable, and I thought, well, it was an inspiration for that song.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we hadn't intended to do it at the beginning, but when we were starting, we just, we'll do that. So
yeah, it's had a nice whatever the word is, ambience.
I think also the fact that the guitars were in tune kind of helped.
It did actually.
The decision.
Yeah. Yes, it's been one of our problems really why we haven't made the top grade in international music is that our guitars aren't always in tune.
Is that the reason?
I believe so.
Oh, right. Okay. Thanks for that explanation.
Okay.
We're going to, I think, for our next song, it came from a wee story that I heard on the radio. This chap, it was Maureen Lippman, actually, that recounted this story. She gets fan mail, a lot of fan mail, most of it being complimentary. But the other type, the abusive type, or the insulting type, tends to not have a name and address attached, so they carry on. But unusually, this letter touched her. It was about a chap who had heard a radio programme where her and her husband had described an island in Ireland where they'd gone for a drink and a rest, and apparently it was they did name it, I think it was somewhere like Kinsale. Anyway, this chap and his wife decided, we'll go there, it sounds lovely. Anyway, a couple of years later, sadly his wife had died, and he thought, no, I'll go. So he decided to take the trip to where Maureen had mentioned, and he crossed it was an island, of course. He crossed a body of water with a rowing boat, and sure enough there was this restaurant that had been in Maureen's story, and he was sitting there enjoying a drink on his own with his own memories, and he heard this giggling and laughter and lively conversation going on, and lo and behold, it was Maureen Lippman and her friends. Wow. So she was so touched by this that she went to, of course, to look for his name and address, and there was none. So this song was inspired by that wee story.
Oh, that's really good, that, yeah. What do you get when you cross a body of water with a boat?
What's that?
What do you get when you cross a body of water with a boat?
Does this actually have a finish?
No.
So there's one for you folks.
If you finish it.
Oh dear. Hey, things you find on this show.
Yeah, the things you want to forget on this show.
Out on the water, I'm crossing the river. I'm thinking of you and the promises that we made, just to get over the river so wide. There's the dream on the other side. It's not so hard. I'm playing my part. I heard your laughter your laughter on the wind. I heard your laughter, your laughter on the wind. We'd heard her story on the radio, a place of peace, a place to take your time. We could see ourselves there, sitting together, enjoying the scene, and that was our dream. It's not so hard. I'm playing my part. I heard your laughter, your laughter on the wind. I heard your laughter, your laughter on the wind. It's not so hard. I'm just playing my part. I heard your laughter, your laughter on the wind. I heard your laughter, your laughter on the wind, laughter on the wind.
Right.
And that was requested by one of our fans, Pete. We can't, I don't seem to be able to find a surname of Pete, but he lives somewhere, I think, in Durham. So thank you for the request, Peter.
Yeah, that was that's a lovely story and a lovely song. I think that's really enjoyable.
Well, I heard a wee story, John, that I was drinking the other day with my brother, and he was telling me about a pal who was an admirer and a fan of William Shakespeare, and knew most of Shakespeare's plays, blah de blah, and decided that he would do a performance. You remember the lines? What were they, from Henry V?
Oh, the chorus. Over a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention, princes to act and monarchs to observe the swelling scene.
Yeah, well, there was something like that he was going to do in front of an audience. He thought, no, I'll share my expertise. Anyway, one evening, it was sort of an open mic night. He decided to get up and do a spot, and it was going down terribly well. In other words, it was snoring and total ignorance, and he just turns to them in desperation or frustration and says, well, I didn't write this crap. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's a true. That is a true story.
True story, yeah.
Oh, I love the true story element. That's really, really fabulous.
Unless we had an investigation.
Oh,
what were you saying before? There's an awful lot of dodging going on at the moment. As you mentioned, we got the whole crew of them. We got Djokovic,
a prime minister and a prince.
There's a title to a book there, isn't there? Prime Minister,
tennis player,
and prince.
Yeah.
All dodging
right? The bullets.
A dodgy crew.
Yeah.
Dodging
the tennis balls.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Charlie Werner.
Charlie Werner. He requested. Was it 60? Did he request something in 1649?
He requested it in 1649, but unfortunately, he's had to wait a long time to hear it. Yeah. It's a song about the Diggers, the Wigan Diggers. Gerard Winstanley was the guy who was basically, how did I put it? I'll just say organiser of the rebellion, basically, against the power of the lords and the aristocracy and the landowners. And in 1649, thus began the taking over of common land that wasn't being used particularly, and it was used for the benefit of the poor, and it succeeded for a considerable time. But
I think Cromwell levelled that lot, didn't he? Or was that the levellers? Oh, never mind.
Well, this is a historical little moment here. I'm not sure about Cromwell and the levellers, to be honest. But
well, he had their support, and then, when he got into power...
right, 1649 is...
It's earlier, probably, yeah.
Yeah, because the Restoration was in 1660 with King Charles II, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, the Diggers succeeded for a short time, but didn't succeed permanently. But they're still celebrated in Wigan every year with the Wigan Diggers Festival, which this year we're hoping to play at, which would be rather good. So Charlie, with toothbrush in hand, here's the one that you requested, and we do apologise. You didn't request it 300 years ago, but you did request it about a month, 2 months ago. So here is 1649. In 1649 they marched at St. George's Hill, brothers together carrying out the people's will. They came to work the land, reclaiming what was free, to make the country equal for you and for me. No man has the right to call himself a lord, to take away our land and to threaten with the sword. One rule for the rich, another for the poor. The Diggers stand for glory, of that you can be sure. The landowners were not happy, the land they saw as their own. Cottages set on fire, even destroying the corn. You poor, take courage for standing tall. The land is the treasure for one and for all. No man has the right to call himself a lord, to take away our land and to threaten with the sword. One rule for the rich, another for the poor. The Diggers stand for glory, of that you can be sure. We all share the blood and we all bleed the same. Yet what's not understood is our common name. We are all human, no one above the other, sharing the earth, each child and father and mother. No man has the right to call himself a lord, to take away our land and to threaten with the sword. One rule for the rich, another for the poor. The Diggers stand for glory, of that you can be sure. No man has the right to call himself a lord, to take away our land and to threaten with the sword. One rule for the rich, another for the poor. The Diggers stand for glory, of that you can be sure.
And if I remember correctly, Toquinho Narino in Brazil wrote to say that he liked that song, but particularly a line in it which is, no man has the right to call himself a lord.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Toquinho. Happy New Year.
Yeah, hope everything's going okay with you. For anybody who doesn't know, Taquino is somebody who has recorded quite a few of our songs in Brazil, along with Leonardo Barcelos, who is his mate, so to speak, isn't he, really? But,
yeah.
He's a great musician.
Well, like, Taquino has a bunch of really proficient musicians around him.
Yeah, all the best. So, here we are, 2/3 of the way through our first podcast of 2022, and we're moving towards, what do they call it? Oh, the end.
Finale.
Of the finale.
Yeah. We try and build a podcast around, I mean, we have been. There's no conscious plan in this, but it appears that these podcasts include 3 songs, is it? 3 songs. 4 songs.
Yeah.
Why is this the 4th one coming up now?
That's 1, 2,
all right.
3, 4.
Okay. So yes. Well, anyway, we plan them around the number of songs,
and also the requests that we get.
Yeah. I mean, this particular song had, I think, 300 and odd plays on
SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud,
and another 250 on YouTube.
Is it on the 70s collection?
And it's on the 70s collection, which is on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music. Available for anybody who wants to listen. Price 19 and 9p.
Is it? 19.9 pence.
What's 19? I think I meant 19 and 11, but I don't think it came out right. Yeah. So anyway, if anybody's really interested in those famous resurrected 1970s songs, they're
getting a good number of plays anyway.
They are getting a good number.
So what are they on? Spotify.
They're on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, and something else.
So if you're out there, what would be a good idea if you were bothered is to keep playing them, and then the numbers go up, don't they?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's your challenge, or not your challenge.
Yeah.
If you have any complaints or problems, just get in touch with
Sheedyfrost.
Oh, do you want to get in touch with Sheedy?
No, not where you were.
Someone else.
Yes, somebody. Yes.
Yeah, get in touch. Charlie Werner.
Yeah, don't leave a name and address.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can email us on sheedyfrost@yahoo.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you. We do hear from a lot of you. And if you want to request a song for the next podcast, which I'm sure we'll be doing, then just let us know.
Yeah, we're going to hope and do them every fortnight if we can.
Yeah.
Or certainly a lot more regularly than we have been doing them. But
yeah.
Thanks for listening. And we're going to end with...
Yeah, we're going to end with a song that I think Vincent really is responsible for.
He's denying all knowledge now.
No, not at all. Yeah, I mean, it goes back a long way, doesn't it? I mean, the original Sailor, I think, emerged in our lives in 1968-9ish, didn't it? Really?
Well, the rudiments of it did. Sorry.
Yeah.
The rudiments did, and then I think we finished it off in the 70s. Well, finally got a version that we liked.
Yeah, and this is what we're going to play as our final ta-da. So, hope you've enjoyed the programme.
Yeah, see you. Well, hopefully we'll play again. We'll play again for you in a fortnight's time.
Oh, just before we go, I have forgotten to say that the words for 1649 were, of course, written by Simon Williams, the Salford poet. Apologies, Simon. And so, on with the Sailor.
Once I know I was a sailor, I would sail on any tide. All I needed was for some wave to come, and I would gladly take a ride. I was always fond of skating on the surface, never beneath. I was always busy watching him, when really I should have been watching me.
Take a tip then from this sailor what's gone wrong. He can see the things he did, so he's singing you this song. If you ever get to land, put your feet upon the ground. Don't bother with the sea.
Leave that for fools like me. You can lie there in the morning, just staring at the sky. In the bay or in the harbor, just let the waves roll by. Never take your eyes from inward, never let the daylight in. Close the door to all around you. Let loneliness be your skin.
Take a tip then from this sailor, what's gone wrong? He can see the things you did, so he's singing you this song. If you ever get to land, put your feet upon the ground. Don't bother with the sea.
Leave that to fools like me.